Hello. Thank you, Cora and Edward. Welcome to the Battlegrounds portion of the Hearthstone stage. I'm Mitchell, the lead designer on Hearthstone Battlegrounds. This is my first Blizzcon, and I'm super happy to be here.
And I'm Gia, one of the designers on the Hearthstone Battlegrounds team. This is also my first BlizzCon, and here we are on stage already. No pressure.
It's been a jam-packed year for Battlegrounds so far. We released our 10th minion type in Undead, which breathed new life, or took it away, I guess, into combat-based strategies. And we introduced dual-type minions that lets comps overlap and synergize in novel ways.
We also brought back the buddy system with a new and improved buddy button that gave players more agency over when to get their powerful companions.
We overhauled the minion pool, adding 58 new minions, including the upbeat mechanic. We also retired Poisonous as a keyword in favor of Venomous.
And we brought back the quest system with over a dozen new quest rewards.
And we launched our biggest system yet with anomalies, releasing new ones every single week. We're still going. There's new ones coming out like Tuesday. And we're breaking every rule in the Battlegrounds book.
Yeah, Tier 7 was pretty ambitious, but we're here to talk about something even bigger. Duos.
No, not that duo. Not that one. No, not that duo. Not that one. Get that out of here. There we go. This duos.
Introducing Battlegrounds Duos mode. Now you can grab a buddy and play against 3 other teams with brand new mechanics that let you collaborate like never before.
This isn't just queuing up with a friend and hoping you don't face each other, is it, Gia?
Nope. I mean, it can be fun to party up and then knock your own friends out of the lobby. We're not judging.
But what we on the team have long wanted is a bona fide mode where you can work together and win together.
Internal playtests have been an absolute blast, as I'm sure some of you on the show floor can already attest to, and we're so excited to finally share the details with you all.
Though, before we get into it, I want to give a really quick disclaimer. Duos mode is early on in development and won't be officially launched until next year. But here at BlizzCon, we have an exclusive sneak peek, so you all get to be the first players to try it out. Woo, thank you.
So let's break down exactly how Duos mode works. When a game starts, you and your teammate will each get to pick one of several hero options as normal. For example, let's say I pick Reno Jackson, and Mitchell picks Dino Tamer Bran. Let's go League of Explorers.
Here's what a typical turn 1 looks like for each teammate. As you can see, I have my own board in Tavern, and so does Gia. I also have my own gold in Tavern tier. So if I buy or sell, refresh or freeze, tier up or hero power, it will not affect Gia's board.
That's right. We have all this stuff separate from each other. But the one thing we do share is our health total.
Each team starts with 30 health, and their combined armor is the combined total of both heroes' armors that you see during hero select.
All right, I think we're ready to zoom out a bit.
Oh, OK. Yeah, so here's the whole screen. Yep, looks like a normal game to me. Oh, wait. Hey, Gia, what's that blue shiny thing?
That, Mitchell, is the portal. The portal is what makes duos duos. Let's say you're done with your turn and are just waiting around for combat. Wouldn't you want to see what your teammate is up to? By clicking on the portal, you absolutely can. So here's Reno on turn 1. He buys this Risen Rider, plays it. Then you can click on the portal, and bam! Now we can see what Bran is up to. Looks like Bran's going for that Tavern Tipper. Too bad it's not going to gain any stats this turn.
As you just saw, it's like an in-game spectate button. You can see the minions your teammate buys and sells, cards they hover over, and you can even see their discover options. So let's sum up what we know so far. You buy and sell your own stuff with your own gold. You can use the portal to check on your teammate. And since each team shares health and armor, you can see them linked together on the leaderboard.
With all this talk of shared health, I'm sure the question on everybody's minds is, how does combat work? Well, you go one after another as a team, but it might be easier to just show you. Let's check back in with Reno and Bran as they enter their first combat. Pay attention to how the heroes and boards change.
In duos combat, one teammate's board spawns into the fight first. When all your minions are destroyed, your teammate's entire board spawns in next.
And since teams share health, any damage is taken by the whole team.
Oh, and if you're going first and you somehow manage to beat both opponents all by yourself, your teammate's warband will spawn in to deal extra damage. Up to the damage cap, of course.
Here's a recap of all of that. How will you know which teammate's board spawns in first during combat? Well, it's whoever's hero icon is on top of the pair as seen on the leaderboard. Each team's fighter may be different every turn, so strategize accordingly.
Strategy is absolutely key in duos, thanks to another new mechanic in this mode. Remember that portal? It's not just meant for spying on your teammate.
That's right. You can also use the portal to pass cards to your teammate. Let's check back in with Reno and Bran on turn 2. Okay, looks like Reno's going for the Swamp Striker. Okay, fine, don't buy the new minion. 1 gold left over, so dragging it to the portal. And now, you guessed it, it is with Bran.
In duos, you can simply drag a card into the blue oval, and it will whoosh right over to your teammate's hand. But it comes at a cost. Passing a minion through the portal costs 1 gold each time.
In initial testing, we tried letting you pass for free, but as it turns out, generosity was way too broken.
We always knew we wanted a way to pass cards between teammates, and we tested all sorts of different versions of it. But of course, we didn't have that portal VFX right from the start. Can anyone take a guess what we used in the meantime?
I can guess. Maybe not too fair, but it was tradable. We already knew from traditional Hearthstone that dragging a card to the deck feels simple and intuitive. And the moment that we repurposed this UI for duos, playtests started to feel fluid and truly like a collaborative mode.
The portal has other similarities to tradable too. You can use it any number of times in a turn, as long as you have the gold, of course. And you can only pass cards from your hand through it. Once a minion is on the board, it's a no-go.
Yep. And when you receive something from the portal, it goes to your hand, not your board. Speaking of, let's see how Bran does with that extra Swamp Striker from Reno. All right, gonna play that Swamp Striker, looks like. No Murloc in the shop, unfortunately, but looks like Bran's gonna settle for the Surf and Surf. Fun fact, this card was first called Surf and Turf initially until we realized it's a Naga and a Crab, which are both aquatic. 1 gold left over anyway, so Tavern Tipper's gonna grow this time. Now we can take a look at how their second combat will play out.
So as you guys just saw, even though Reno only had a single minion, the team still won the combat thanks to the power of Bran's board. Remember, you're fighting together. In duos, there are so many new ways you can work together, and having 2 players recontextualizes how you look at the game.
For example, with 2 shops between you, it'll be easier to find the pieces you need for that perfect warband. But remember, when you triple, it's only you that gets the reward.
And with 2 hero powers between you, there's lots of new synergies.
Right. Imagine I'm playing as Alexstrasza, and Mitchell is playing as Queen Wagtoggle.
Yeah, I could play for tempo with Wax Warband to make sure that we stay healthy.
Well, I rush to tier 5 and get my 2 dragons.
Wait, do you remember that hero combination we saw?
Oh, yeah. If Dino Tamer Bran gets Bran Bronzebeard the minion, he just needs to spend 1 gold to pass it to Reno.
Oh, and then Reno can goldenize the Bran.
Oh, Mitchell, did we balance that?
Anyways, so let's talk about some other heroes. Specifically, let's talk about some duos exclusive ones.
Right. Meet Cho and Gall, and their hero power, Double Trouble. Remember what I said about each teammate getting their own triple rewards? Yeah, that's not the case with these two. Whenever one of them plays a golden minion, the other also gets a triple reward.
In testing, we tried giving this power to an individual hero, but it was so powerful, we had to make Cho and Gall share it. And take note, Cho and Gall are special duos heroes, and they must always be played as a pair. You will not be able to pick Cho without Gall, or vice versa.
Yeah, Cho Gall should always be together, but they're looking awfully far apart here. That's better. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, wait, no.
Uh-oh.
Poor Cho.
Oh. For anyone playing on the show floor today, Cho and Gall are guaranteed to be in your lobby, so keep an eye out. They're really good.
And they aren't the only new faces you'll be seeing in today's demo. We have all new minions exclusive to Duos mode as well. Let's take a look.
Up first, we have Passenger on Tier 1. He's a 1/2 that says whenever your team passes, gain +1/+1. Notice he says whenever your team, not just whenever you, which means either teammate can trigger Passenger regardless of which board it's on. He's a strong early minion that can grow throughout the game as you're helping each other out.
On Tier 2, we have Fortune Hunter Flo, also known as Shell Collector, but generous, and neutral, and Tier 2, with bigger stats. Is your teammate lacking just 1 gold to buy a second minion or tier up? Well, Flo makes it easy to help out, if you like your teammate enough to do so, that is.
Moving up another tier, we have Orchestra Conductor, a minion your team can scale together. Each time your team plays one, it'll upgrade all future conductors played by either teammate. Well, you could pass them all to one player. You can also use them on your own stuff and still be helping out your friend.
Only thing better than Pogo Hopper is Pogo Hopper with friends, am I right, Mitchell?
I mean, like, Pogo Hopper's a mech, though.
Hey, Duos has a mech. Check out Electron on Tier 5. At the end of your turn, give a random minion in your teammate's warband Divine Shield. You keep this guy around long enough, and he's basically bubble wrap for your teammate's entire board. And it's not just mechs that get specific Duos minions. Every minion type has one.
Yep, this is the Duos exclusive Naga Benefactor. Though normally you can only pass minions from your hand through the portal, Benefactor is one of the other ways that you can pass cards to your teammate. Its Spellcraft Benefaction will let you pass any non-golden minion in play to your teammate. Keep in mind, though, this can target the shop, so minions can be sent from there as well as sent from your own board.
Passing without using the portal like this doesn't cost any gold, so it's pretty nifty. Other than Benefactor, we've got a hero that lets you do so too. Madame Goya. Can't argue with that hero power name. It's pretty dang efficient to effectively buy and pass a minion for just 2 gold. Oh, and passing with Efficient Exchange or Benefactor also triggers Passenger.
If you're thinking something like, Passenger seems like it can be awfully strong for a Tier 1, you're absolutely right. And if your teammate has one, you're going to love this next hero, Flabidinous Floop. With Glorious Floop, I can't believe I said that, you can choose a friendly minion during the recruit phase. At the start of your next combat, it transforms into your teammate's highest attack minion.
Mitchell, thank you so much for introducing that hero so I didn't have to attempt to say its name again.
Don't worry. Our last hero is somebody who you can't possibly mispronounce, because he doesn't have a name at all.
That's right. This is the nameless one. He straight up copies your teammate's hero power. So you could be playing double Gallywix, double Millhouse, or even double Greybow, if you're that type of person.
Hey, leave Greybow alone.
Speaking of copying off your teammate, the last minion we're revealing today is Sandy. At the start of combat, she transforms into a copy of your teammate's highest health minion. Just hope she doesn't get sniped by Tavish.
And that's all the duos minions we're revealing today. There are more, but you'll just have to discover them for yourself on the show floor or by watching the streams.
Even with all these minions, we've not made any cuts to the live minion pool that's playable in today's demo. Balance-wise, it was a concern that it'd be way too easy to find the minions you need when you've got 2 players looking for them. But the larger pool is a way to offset that.
And when you're hunting for minions for the whole team, communication is critical, which is why we've made one more duos exclusive mechanic. The ping system. No, the mage hero power isn't coming to BGs. Don't worry, it's fine. Pings are emotes that you can use to communicate with your partner.
In today's demo, you'll be sitting next to your teammate and can talk about your strategy in real time. But we made pings because this won't always be the case when Duos goes live.
Maybe you don't have the opportunity to do a voice call.
Maybe your teammate speaks a different language.
Maybe you're playing at work and you don't want people to know.
Don't worry, we won't tell if you don't.
During the recruit phase, you can right-click on a minion, and those 4 options will appear. It's a blue portal, yellow question mark, green check, and red X. Left-click a ping to select it, and both you and your teammate will see the ping on the minion. If you ping on something on your own board, the teammate will get a little preview of it through that portal.
In testing, I often use the question mark on a minion in my shop to ask Mitchell, hey, you think I should buy this? And he would respond with either a check or an X to say yes or no, respectively. Or maybe even the portal to be like, pass it to me instead. OK, greedy. I can also ping while spectating Mitchell's board. Look, this green arrow pointing sideways on the imprisoner indicates that I would get a triple if Mitchell passed it to me.
And this is where I'd see Gia aggressively pinging that minion in my shop. OK, don't worry. I guess I can pass it to her.
No, wait. I have a better idea. I'm going to tear up next turn, and I want Mitchell to freeze the minion until then. How to let him know? Well, I can simply ping the freeze button. Yep, in Duos mode, you can ping pretty much any card or button you can interact with as long as it's during the recruit phase. I could ask my teammate, hey, should I refresh? Or tell them, don't tear up this turn. Or, if I want to be a real agent of chaos, ping them the portal on their hero power. To clear a ping, you can either right-click, then click away, or wait till combat automatically erases them.
Now, there's one last emote you already know from traditional Hearthstone, but we're going to steal it real quick. Thank you for listening. Working on duos. Oh, yeah, thank you. I'm just so excited. Working on duos has been an absolute joy, and I'm so excited to get to share this new way to play with everybody here.
Yeah, in playtests, I said multiple times that Duos is the most fun I've ever had playing Battlegrounds, so it's a real pleasure to finally invite everybody to try the mode. But remember, this is an exclusive early demo, and a lot of designs could still change between now and when we officially launch it.
But you can try everything we have so far right now in the demo area. You can line up with a friend, or maybe make a new one playing duos. And when you're done, please fill out the survey to let us know what you think. Your feedback is very valuable to make sure Duos is the best it can possibly be when it launches next year.
And to everyone at home, you can still check out Duos by watching your favorite streamers today and tomorrow. Check out our blog post for more details.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great BlizzCon, and we'll see you in the tavern.